Hey guys, today we're going to be cleaning upholstery of the vehicles. Who said you can't do it from your van? I'll show you right now how you can. Okay, first and foremost, if you're a floor care cleaner, you got to get yourself an attractive looking sprayer, not something bougie from Home Depot. Throw that work sprayer in the garbage. You got to up your game. In my case, the Gen 2.0. I think I got it like 2 years ago. And so anyway, what you want to do is this. So this is what I did. If you've seen my other upholstery videos, it's going to be kind of like a 2.0. But anyway, I QD'd the end of the hose. By the way, I sent this back to SOS and they gave me a new hose and a new pump and trigger button. So if you're thinking about a sprayer, there's many on the market. I personally like this brand because they look great. The G3, I wish I could have got that one. It wasn't out at the time, but you got to work with what you get. I got a brand new pump and battery. It's pretty much a refurbished model. I repainted it a Cadillac gray. It's metallic. I put a clear coat on it. Used to be black. Anyway, it's got like boiling hot water from the sink. It's gonna burn your skin in a matter of milliseconds. So that's the hottest water from the sink. So I pre-vaxed and pre-sprayed this van. This is my work van, in case you haven't seen it. Look at that beauty. Come on. All right, so check it out. Let me just give you a little interior tour. That's where I put my phone. I'm on Google Maps and put the address. This is what we're working with today. So everything's pre-vacuumed and pre-sprayed. You gotta get a little cloth for if you get it on here. You just wipe it. You're good. Any overspray, whatever. Okay, so you got to get yourself a max flow EcoFlow Max. I think it's a Max 2 specifically. I got it from a guy not too far from here. He's I guess he's got the wholesale deals and all that. He hooked me up. I think I got it like $600 cheaper than from EcoFlow itself. You could find these on Marketplace on Facebook. And it's really nice to have in the van because look, you don't have to, pull stuff out of the van. It's connected to the shop vac. It works with both vacuum motors. You're not tripping breakers. You don't have to worry about tripping a breaker because it happens almost all the time. A lot of guys don't like talking about it, but it's the truth when it comes to having a air hog or whatever it is you got, dual vacs, you'll be popping breakers. You got this thing. You got a client that asks, I got dirty seats. The seats are in there a little dirtier. We'll go there in a little bit. But yeah, anyway, let's cut to the chase. This is how this works. So this is the Storm by Mercury. This is what I like to use for shop vac and spot extraction. And you're VLMing a house and you got shit on the carpet, throw up, piss. You don't want to smear it around. I know there's yellow too and oxy and I got it all in there. So it's up to you. I used to VLM everything no matter what. You got to start somewhere. But today we're going to be cleaning the seats, and instead of hooking it up to my burner, which I could for continuous upholstery jobs, that's what I use on bigger jobs. So that's the pump. I connect the pump to this. I connect the burner to this. Let me see. Is the back door open? Burner slides out. I got a 3/8 and a 1/4 connection up here. Here's the valve. That's 1/4. That's 3/8. Temperature gauge. I mean, this thing blasts off to 250. It's got a custom flow switch, so it flows and it triggers with the most minuscule flow of water. So don't let anybody say you can't use a burner. The only thing you got to watch out for is you got to bleed it out. So I got this convenience hose. You bleed out the burner because there's always soot within the coils. You bleed it out and then you run it. All right, so it's really hot and it's a really nice maintained heat. But again, today we're going to be using this, and here's an example. So this is 90 psi now. So that's the, you know, if you want to go lower, you just turn the valve. If you want hardly anything, you know, that's a good little. That's probably what it is right now. I'm gonna lower it because you don't want to. Depends on how bad your job is. Of course, the higher the psi, the more water's coming out. That's what we're gonna do. The gun's in there. It's also QD'd. It's custom. And then get yourself one of these. It doesn't have to be Flexzilla. I got this at my custom hose place. They custom crimp hydraulic hose and all that. They did my hose. If you get a continuous spool, you cut it every what, 50, 100, whatever foot you want. So recently I got some on my other hose reel, I got some removable crimps. That's for another video. That way you don't have to hydraulically do it every time a hose pops. These haven't popped yet. I don't think this one's ever going to pop. I hardly use it. And that's how they go bad, is with the amount of bends you have over time. Each little bend, it's usually the cause of burst. But anyway, let's get it started. The pre-spray's already been in there, settling about, I think 3 minutes, maybe more. But it's very simple. Check it out. Anyways, if I were to do a larger job, you connect the burner to this too, and you don't have to be pulling electric you know, extension cord. So this is pretty cool. Also too, this thing could come in handy if you're opening a house and there's no power. Let's say a client says, oh my god, the circuits went out, or this room doesn't work. Worst case scenario, like you're in a mobile home, you're doing an RV, there's no power. You got this guy, you're good to go. You get yourself a panel for this, a solar panel, and it charges super fast. Look up the YouTube videos on the EcoFlow, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You could even add extended batteries. They make new huge batteries now. It doesn't have to be from the same brand, and you could just expand the power storage. It's super cool. You should look into it if you're doing electric little setups like me here and there. You could run the Trinity connected to that. You could run the CRB, the vacuum. You know, I run the water otter from it and the burner at the same time. So when I'm at a house, the only thing that's connected is the shop vac, or the Goliath in my case, for extracting you know, carpet, and you know, when I'm wanding and all that. You get stupid heat, and then if you have a hose length of, for example, 30 feet or 25 feet from the water hog, or I'm sorry, the air hog, or whatever it is, electric vac you got, that's all you're connecting to the house. So you don't have to worry about like, oh my god, I connected two outlets already. Now I got to find another two that isn't part of the same breaker. You know, it eats up so much time. You have this thing, it's fast. So let's connect it. Okay. We got two vacuum motors on now. I use it to pre-vac. These are Kirby attachments. And now look. It comes out really hot. Let's go. Not the dirtiest right here. And if you're wondering what pre-spray I use Purely Green. See, I don't know what that is. It's probably oil. Let's see if it comes out right now with some. Get some Hal John orange. Alright. Just pour a little bit of this on that, whatever that is. It looks like some kind of oil. Whatever it is. I'll work it in. See if it rinses out. Gonna agitate it a little bit, work it in. Alright. Hopefully it works. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's a burn mark or what. Alright, well since that didn't work, let's play with the spotters, why not? Usually the Hal John orange gets it done. Let's see, what else do I got? And Rust Assassin. I got. What do I got? No spotters in here. Oh, Spot and Boost. Hey, that's what Backaway sent me on accident just recently. So let's try a little bit of Spot and Boost. See if it works. Again, I don't know what kind of spot that is. So let's do that. You want to come out, huh? You want to play with me? Oh, maybe. See if that comes out. Just let that. Okay. Alright. Alright. Okay. Alright. Somewhat came off. Alright. You see? I don't know if you guys can see or not. It's kind of hard. I got you on my neck mount. up right here. Kind of hard to work with two hands. Okay. I know you guys want to see the extraction looks like. Let me see if I could angle it this way. And these are both back motors, remember that. So the suction is stupid strong. Compared to a dedicated spotter, man, you don't want to be having a bunch of stuff in your van. You got to improvise, you got to use what you got. There's more real estate in your van now. That's why I have a bunch of space in my van. And I only got on there what I use of the week. If I got a job that requires extraction, they want me to steam their carpets, well then I'll throw the wand into the truck. But I always got this in the van, so if I'm BLMing, I could still spot. Let's say I'm at a house and they tell you last minute, oh, I got a brown spot right here, or my cat threw up last minute, because it happens all the time. You go to a house and you find there's shit in the carpet. You guys know what I'm talking about. When you go to a house and they tell you it's not that dirty, you go and it's a shit show. All right? So it happens to me like almost 100% of the time. So I gotta have a little spot set up like here. And this stuff I'm using, it smells so good. It smells like lemon. Smells super good. All right, let's do the other side. And look at this. See? This is the length I deal with when I'm wanting carpet. I usually use a Goliath for the carpet because it's a lot stronger. It's got 4 vac motors, 2 vac motors on the Goliath. Still a lot stronger than the shop vac. But for everything else, shop vac. All right. Pull this out. Look at that. Do it like this. Kind of hurts. This thing's in the way. And I could feel the warmth of the water through the line. I know it's not boiling hot water or anything like that. But, you know, it works. It's really hot. You got at the agitation, you got the, in this case you need to agitate it too much because it's not a traffic lane or anything like that. But there's this saying in the floor care world, I think more of the truck mount floor care world, if you don't have suction, you got to up your agitation. If you have agitation and suction, you got to up your heat. I believe chemical has to do with that too. So if you don't have one, you got to have the other. This is like the dirtiest part right here. See if I can angle this. Bunch of head grease. You know what it looks like. You can't tell because I pre-sprayed it, but it was like black. Like very noticeably dirty. Now look at that. Sexy. Smells good. Okay. You want to do the whole side because if you just stick to one side, you're going to see like a watermark and all that. You don't want to. Give me a second, hold on. I don't know if you can see that well. The angle is really hard to catch on camera. Got you on my neck mount. Alright. I don't think I added pre-spray here. I'm just going to pre-spray real quick. If you're wondering what I'm using an ounce of Smart Sense from Vacaway mixed with, I think, 2 ounces of Purely Green, or an ounce. Kind of just splashed it in there, eyeballed it. Thing about Purely Green, it's Purely Green 25. They have another one called Purely Green 100, which is even more concentrated than that. And this is made from extract from plants. And the particle size on this solution on Purely Green is so small, breaks down and emulsifies soils and oils like nothing else. And it's super green. It's anti-mutagenic. No res. I mean, it is soapy based, but it's not. It doesn't suds up like your conventional soap, you know. There's this other YouTuber that uses Purely Green, All American Mac. shout out A. I found out through him, and I was calling everybody at Purely Green, and they were telling me, hey, we got a Purely Green 100, and they sent me this, and I told them, his name's Piper. I told Piper, hey, I'm like, if you guys were to throw an end cap, a polymer in the solution, it changed the game. Because it's super concentrated, the Purely Green 100. And if you look into it, you'll know. You know how unique the product is. You know? So, I'm gonna hit this again with some free spray. One more time. So if you guys are interested, you know, order some from it. I think it's First Environmental no, it's called First Enviro Safety. You got to look it up. They're out of Florida, and tell them Nathan from California sent you. Pretty sure he'll recognize you. Please say that. A lot of this is wear and tear. I mean, look at the seat. I live in California, and to reupholster this seat, man, I think they quoted me like $600. I'm like, damn. I don't know. Same thing. I'll put gray duct tape on there. That's what happens when you're in and out of your van all the time. That's that. I'll leave the door open. Let's go to the next. So I want to show you. Let's do the dirtiest seat and then we'll call it a day. Look at this one's torn too. This used to be my work truck. It's got that lemon deodorizer in there. Smells really good. I believe the ratio is 1 ounce per a gallon, and I threw 1 ounce in here. So imagine that. It doesn't smell like lemon. Just a little spritz. So I gotta have a rag because now we got pre-spray there. Okay. What I do too is, I don't know if you caught my other video where I was explaining to you I was going to make a video on my everyday household cleaner. It's essentially Purely Green with Cielo 2. I could have used that. I could have used that for my truck, honestly. I'm just gonna see that. I'm sure it's dirty too, so let's throw that over here. Alright, no. Where'd that rag go? The other side? We got another rag. What the hell? I just cleaned my van yesterday with 3D's wash and wax. Why it's so shiny. Alright. I think we're good to go. I'm just drenching it. I'm drenching it with the pre-spray. Right here. There's spilled coffee in here last time. Had a cup of coffee in here. My friend got in the truck and the elbow was put here and then it went flying. And the thank God the coffee didn't touch the ceiling because it jumped up like a geyser and then it landed on my seat. I don't know if you could see that. Let me see. Did I spray that angle? You can never have too much free spray. That's where the coffee was. So yeah, I think a little bit there too. I want to do that center console too, but this thing doesn't block. So. Look at that. Check this out. Oh, and I do have Mighty GT upholstery tool too. But this one's nice because you can control the water flow. The thing about the Mighty GT and like the Sapphire Scientific and the Hydromaster extraction upholstery tool, they're good. If you have a truck mount, you got good heat. But it's gonna run, like if I connected my Mighty GT to this little setup, it would have ran through the water in a matter of minutes. Look at. So that's why if you want to get a setup like this, get one of these. I believe it's called the PMF upholstery tool clear head inside jet. You want the jet to be inside because if it's on the bottom or whatever, you're going to be overspraying the sides. You're going to be making a mess. A lot of old guys, a lot of the pros, after getting them all, they usually tend to stick with this one, even though they have the Sapphire Scientific and all that, and they're great. I wish I got the Sapphire Scientific, but in reality, I catch myself using this all the time. And the suction, so look at that. I don't know if you can see it, but whatever it is. That's the cool thing about this is that it's got a little sight window. Look, it's coming out brown. Whatever this is, I think I spilled coffee here too at one point. And that's the cool thing about hooking it up to the strong shop vac, is that you're pulling it all out. You know, I know it's not coming from a blower, but that's kind of overkill when it comes to a little upholstery tool like this, a little mouth. And do your little dry passes. Remember, there is wear and tear. This seat is kind of worn. I've had this truck for about 7 years. Yeah, I think I got it out. And that's that. Okay. Oh, this is probably the worst part right here. See if I can angle the camera. Let's do this instead. I know the glare is in the way, but go up in here. See what this looks like. And you could also do, let's turn up though, PSI. See if that works, huh? Yeah. Alright, so I just ran out of water. Give me a second. Fill it up all the way to the top with the hottest water. I usually fill it up to like right here. And that's all you do. You don't got to worry about pulling hoses and connecting to power outlets. Just got to make sure your battery spray is charged. If you have the EcoFlow, you could charge it directly from that. And you're good to go. Keep that EcoFlow in your van. Charge your sprayer, I want to say once a week. In my case, it lasts me like a good 2-3 weeks, depending on usage. It's different with everybody. And you know, I have that sprayer for a long time. I'm going to use it till the wheels fall off. And that's all there is to it. That's how I do my upholstery cleaning. I sometimes pad cap a couch with the pads. If the couch is super filthy, I use this method. You know, electric method. It's not too bad. Also too, if you're like, oh man, where can I get hot water? The house water isn't coming out that hot. Yeah, it's not working. What you could do too is get one of those bucket heaters. It looks like a coil. You could fill a bucket up with water, warm it up. Probably get 2 coils. I think they're electric. You connect to a power outlet and it heats up your water. And boom, you got hot water. So I think it needs a little bit of agitation. So if I had a little piece of fiber pad, probably work a lot better. You know the little center hole in the fiber pads where you get that little extra mini fiber pad. Situation like this would be good. Okay. We'll let the pressure build up. There we go. Nice and hot. Alright, I'm logging off. I'm gonna finish the rest of the truck. Just wanted to show you guys a quick little method, very efficient. If you guys want to add some services, upholstery cleaning, clean your seats. You can charge someone anything you want, however much you think your time is worth. It's all up to you as far as pricing. But pretty cool. If anyone spilled a beverage in their car, try it out.